Hello dear children. Welcome to Parry Style Poem. Hope that you are learning from the summaries. In the series of the same, I have a new poem named, How to Tell Wild Animals. Poem at a glance. The poem has some funny descriptions of the wild animals. They are shown with some qualities in a fun-loving manner. Many animals with their features are described here. This is the list of the animals we are going to see in the poem: the Asian lion, the Bengal tiger, the leopard, the bear, the crocodile, the hyena, the chameleon. The poet, Carolyn Wells, treats even ferocious animals and beasts with gentle but weird humor. Describing a lion while dying and roaring, the humor is created by various beasts of prey differently. The Bengal tiger is noble but eats you, the leopard with peppered spots will only lep and lep again. The seemingly friendly hug leads to fatal results. The crocodile's weeping and hyena's merry but weird smile deceives their victims. The style of the poem is humorous, which suggests some dangerous ways to identify wild animals. The use of words and emotions are not only humorous but ironical. Stanza 1. The poetess is guiding us to identify the animals in wild. In the poem, the poetess explains simple rules to recognize the wild animals in a funny way. In the first stanza, the poet says that this is an extreme situation to identify a lion. It is found in the forests of East, especially India. The poet tells us that the roar of the animal is so fearsome. In that case, if you feel like you are dying, then you can be sure that you are near a lion. Stanza 2. In the second stanza, the poetess informs us about the next animal in India. If you see a wild animal with black stripes on yellow body, it is a Bengal tiger. Then the second rule she states is very funny. She says that if he starts eating you, then you can be sure that it is a dangerous tiger. But it is better not to wait to be a tiger's lunch to identify it. By using inversion and repetition, the poetess has intensified the fierceness of the tiger. Stanza 3. In the third stanza, the poetess tells us about a new wild animal. If you happen to see an animal with spots which gives it a salt and pepper appearance, then be alert. Of course it is a leopard. He will leap on you because no matter how hard you cry and run, it will continue pouncing on you and will eat you completely. So be careful and don't allow it to leap on you. Here the leaping is more stressed. By changing the spelling, the poetess has created a deep impact. Stanza 4. In the fourth stanza, the scene is of our own garden. She says that if you are just walking around in your yard and an animal meets you who hugs you tightly, then believe that it is a bear. The bears are thought to be good wrestlers and can give a really tight hug. Although a friendly hug is referred to as bear hug. But if a real bear will hug you, then it may not feel friendly at all, as it is very strong and we may feel suffocating. By using alliteration and repetition, the poetess was successful at making a serious picture in a funny way. Stanza 5. In the fifth stanza, the poetess describes that some animals are famous for their weird behavior. A laughing hyena's voice resembles humans' laughing sound. And a crocodile is said shed tears while eating its prey. So don't wait for a hyena to laugh or for a crocodile to weep. Stanza 6. A chameleon or garden lizard is an expert at camouflage. It doesn't have ears or wings. If you are unable to see any bird or insect on the tree, chances are chameleon is sitting there. As it changes its color as per its surroundings, it is difficult to see it clearly. This capacity of camouflage helps the chameleon in saving it from hunters. Literary devices. Stanza 1. Rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme is ABABCC, as, chance, advance, east, beast, lion lion. Enjambment, continuation of a sentence to the next line, and if there, tine, and if there, tawny beast. Inversion, change in the format of a sentence, if there should to you advance. Assonance, use of vowel sound 0, you should go, should to you, rowers. Allusion, reference to a famous thing, place, species of animal, etc., Asian lion. Stanza 2. Alliteration, repetition of consonant sound R at start of two or more closely connected words, roaming round. Inversion, change in the format of a sentence, the Bengal tiger to discern. Allusion, famous thing, place, species of animal, etc., Bengal tiger. Assonance, use of vowel sound O, or if sometime when roaming round. Stanza 3. Alliteration, use of consonant sound H in the beginning of two words, he has. Poetic license, a liberty to the poet to change the spellings in order to create rhyme or rhythm in a poem, use of left instead of leapt. Repetition, use of lep word in the last line. Assonance, use of vowel sound O, strolling forth you, whose spot, do no good to roar. Consonants, use of L sound, he'll only lep. Stanza 4. Enjambment, continuation of a sentence to the next line, if you were walking, creature there. Alliteration, use of W sound, when walking, use of H sound, who hugs, use of B sound, be there. Assonance, use of vowel E, meet a creature there. Consonants, use of Y sound in your yard you. Repetition, vary. Stanza 5. Alliteration, use of consonant sound N, novice non plus, use of TH sound, the thus. Enjambment, continuation of sentence to the next line, though to distinguish, might non plus, the crocodile, hyena thus. Oxymoron, smiles vs weeps. Stanza 6. Alliteration, use of H sound, he hasn't. Consonants. I thank all the visible and invisible hands who supported me to develop Parry-style poems. I hope everything of the poem is clear.